Hi, Nolan here with Superior Tech, and today we're going to be going over chute kits and leaf bags. To demonstrate, we're going to be using our John Deere E170, Cub Cadet XT1, and Husqvarna YTH22V42. Keep in mind, these leaf bags and chute kits are available for much more than just these three machines, so check the compatibility online so you can get the chute kit and leaf bag right for your machine. These leaf bags are the quickest and most efficient way to pick up leaves in your yard. They have a very large capacity, yet don't hinder the mobility of the tractor too much. In addition, these leaf bags are better than material collection systems on these small lawn tractors. These MCSs only have about 6 to 10 cubic foot capacities and fill up very quickly with leaves. On the contrary, the leaf bags have 12 cubic foot to 54 cubic foot capacities, and therefore you can fit an abundance of leaves in them before they fill up. While everyone has to pick up leaves, not everyone has an MCS on their lawn tractor to mount a leaf bag to. That's where our chute kits come into play. These chute kits allow you to use a 12 cubic foot leaf bag without an MCS. As you'll see in a moment, it is incredibly easy to install these chute kits. Just make sure when purchasing that you get one that fits your machine and your mowing deck. One important note to keep in mind before you begin using these leaf bags is these bags do not replace an MCS when it comes to picking up grass. If you pick up grass with these leaf bags, not only do you run the risk of damaging the bag, but you could also put unnecessary stress on and damage your tractor. So in the fall when you're picking up leaves, make sure your mowing deck is raised up a bit, so as you go about picking up your leaves, you're not picking up a bunch of grass as well. All these leaf bags will easily last you multiple seasons as they are made of a tough, abrasion-resistant material. However, if you consistently drag them across rough ground such as concrete or asphalt, you will decrease their lifespan, so try to keep that to a minimum. Now we're going to show installation for the chute kits. We'll start with the John Deere. The first thing I did is just tie back the deflector shield with a bungee so we can easily access the mower here. Grab your chute, insert this metal piece into this hole in the mower deck, grab the rubber strap, insert it right there, and take this rubber strap in the rear and clip it on right like that. Now we're going to put together the bracket. Grab the 2 flange nuts and 2 smaller bolts in your pack of hardware, your 2 metal pieces. After you have all that, assemble the 2 metal pieces just like this. Keep in mind the S-hook comes already crimped onto the end of the larger metal piece. Now grab your bolt, come through, starting on the larger metal piece, into the smaller one, and attach a flange nut on the end. Do the same on the other hole. Once you have both on, you can tighten with hand tools and we can move on to the next step. Now we're going to install the metal bracket we just put together to the back of the tractor. The bracket will attach to this hole here and this hole here on the back of the tractor. The first thing you want to do is push your seat forward so you have more room to work. Then grab your bracket and line it up with those 2 holes. Hold it in place. Grab one of your 2 remaining bolts, insert a washer on it just like this. Come up through the bottom. Put a washer on top of the bolt over top of the metal bracket. And insert one of these knobs. Just twist it on. After you completed the first one, repeat the same thing on the other side, and once both are on, you can tighten. The last step is to take your leaf bag, put it over the chute, cinch it closed, take the grommet here and attach it to the S-hook. Then grab your string and attach it to the S-hook as well so it's out of the way. And you're all set. You're ready to go pick up leaves. Now we are going to install the chute kit for the Cub Cadet. The first thing I did is tie back the discharge chute with a bungee so we have more room to work. Next, line up the wire form on the chute with this hole right here on the front wheel gauge support. Insert the wire form. And after you put the chute on, this hole here and this hole here on the chute should line up with the 2 holes in the mowing deck. Now we are going to finish attaching the chute to the mowing deck. To do so, grab a 5/16" bolt and washer just like this. Come up through this hole here in the back right of the deck. Put a 5/16" flange nut on top of that. Then tighten. After that, put this hole here on the chute on top of the bolt. And finally, put on the plastic wing nut and tighten it. Now we are going to assemble the metal bracket that mounts on the back of the Cub Cadet. To do so, get your 2 metal pieces. Keep in mind, the S-hook comes already crimped onto the larger metal piece. And grab your 2 1/4" flange nuts and 2 1/4" bolts. Now let's put these 2 metal pieces together. Line up these 2 holes on the smaller metal piece with the 2 holes in the larger metal piece. Make sure this bent edge on the smaller piece is facing towards the S-hook. Grab your 1/4" bolt, come through starting on the larger metal piece side, and attach your flange nut on the side of the smaller metal bracket. Repeat the same thing on the other side. And once you have both completed, you can tighten with hand tools. Now we are going to install the metal bracket we just put together to the tractor. The first thing I did is push the seat forward so we have more room to work. Then line up these 2 holes on the metal bracket with these 2 holes on the tractor. Grab a 3/8" bolt and washer, put them together, and come up through the bottom of the tractor. Insert another washer, and then screw the knob on top. Once you have the first one on, repeat the same thing on the other side. And once you have both on, you can tighten and we can move on to the next step. Next, grab your leaf bag, put it over the chute, cinch it closed. Take the grommet on the leaf bag, hook it onto the S-hook. Finally, grab the string, attach it to the S-hook as well so it's out of the way, and you're all finished. Now we are going to attach the chute kit to the Husqvarna. The first thing I did is again tie back this chute here so we have more room to work. Next, we're going to line up this gap in the chute with this metal tab on the mower deck and insert it right like that. Then we're going to attach this rubber strap right here at the front and here in the back. Now we are going to put together the metal piece that mounts on the back of the tractor. So grab your 2 metal pieces, 2 1/4" bolts, and 2 1/4" flange nuts. Keep in mind the S-hook comes already crimped onto the larger metal piece. Now we're going to put these pieces together, so make sure these 2 holes on the smaller metal piece line up with these 2 holes in the larger metal piece. When you put them together, this bent edge should be facing the S-hook. Grab a 1/4" bolt, come through starting on the larger metal bracket side, and then attach the flange nut on the side of the smaller piece. Repeat on the other hole. And once you have both on, you can tighten with hand tools. Now we are going to attach these 2 metal tabs to the back of the tractor. The metal bracket we just put together will mount to these tabs. These tabs mount on the holes on the tractor here and here. Before you begin, push your seat forward so you have more room to work. And to mount these tabs, you need 2 3/8" bolts, 2 3/8" flange nuts, and 4 3/8" washers. First, take a washer, put it on the bolt, come up through the bottom of the hole, put a washer over top, then insert the tab and screw on the flange nut. Before you tighten the flange nut, make sure the metal tab is facing straight backwards. And once you're done, repeat on the other side. Now we are going to attach this metal bracket to the two metal tabs. Line up these two holes in the metal bracket with the two holes in the tabs. Grab a 3/8" bolt, come up through the bottom, put a washer on top, and screw on a knob. Once you have completed the first side, do the same on the other, and once you're done, tighten both. Now grab your leaf bag, put it over the chute, cinch it closed. Then grab the grommet on the leaf bag, attach it to the S-hook, and finally grab the excess string, put it on the S-hook as well so it's out of the way, and you're all finished. Now we are going to drive around with this chute kit and leaf bag. Keep in mind, as we're doing this, we are not picking up grass with the leaf bag. As we talked about earlier, you don't want to do that. To avoid picking up grass, I have the mower deck raised up all the way, and we're doing this just so you can get an idea of what this leaf bag looks like during operation. In addition, as you see us using this leaf bag, you'll notice what the purpose of this metal bar here is. The purpose of that bar is to keep the leaf bag away from the tire as it expands with air and fills with leaves. If you would like to pick up leaves faster than ever, grab your chute kit today. In the video description below, we'll have all the locations listed where you can purchase a chute kit, and if you have any questions, please reach out to us at Superior Tech and we'd be happy to help you out.